Hey guys, today we're going to tell you a story about a roach.
Ew.
How many of you guys have seen flying roaches before?
Oh.
Wow, that's a lot. Do you guys like to see flying cockroaches? Or
No.
Does it gross you out?
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered how they learned to fly in the first place?
No.
Would you guys like to learn today?
No.
Okay, that's great, because today we'll be reading How the B-52 Cockroach Learned to Fly by Lisa Matsumoto.
My name is Kimo and I'm the roach.
Ew.
I am going to be the other insects in the story.
And I'm the narrator, and I also play the humans. So are you guys ready to learn?
Yeah.
Where do you think, have any of you read this story before?
No.
Some of you? Do you remember where it takes place?
Manoa.
Wow, good. This story actually takes place right here in Hawaii. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Once, on the island of Oahu, there lived a cockroach named Kimo. Like all roaches, he was thrown out of the insect kingdom and forced to live in the garbage. The other insects looked down upon him, believing roaches to be filthy, unworthy creatures. For centuries, roaches lived in shame, accepting this is true. But not Kimo. Every morning, he would stand at the top of his trash heap, thinking,
There must be a better life for us. Roaches should live in the insect kingdom with everyone else. We may not be the cleanest creatures, but we have our rights.
it was unfair, and he was going to do something about it. He stormed into the royal honeycomb, looked the queen bee straight in her eyes, and stated his case.
You wish to live in my kingdom?
The queen bee exclaimed.
A creature that crawls through garbage and lives off the leftovers of our enemy, the humans? How dare you even think to call yourself an insect?
But I am.
Kimo declared.
I have 6 legs, 3 body parts, and an exoskeleton. According to all the science books, that makes me an insect.
That is not enough. You must prove your worth by contributing something worthwhile to the kingdom. Only then will you and your kind be welcome.
This was the opportunity for which Kimo had been waiting.
One small step for cockroach. One giant leap for cockroach kind.
He exclaimed, and he set off to see what the other insects were doing. First, he came upon the ants, the kingdom's official movers. They could raid, break down, and transport a bento lunch in no time.
That doesn't look too hard.
Kimo thought.
If the tiny ants can do it, roaches should have no problem.
So he called together his fellow roaches, and they started their own moving company. Oh, it wasn't as easy as it looked. Unlike the ants, teamwork didn't come easily to the roaches. Soon, they were out of business. Defeated and discouraged, they dragged themselves back to the trash heap. But not Kimo. He picked himself right up and was looking for something else to do. In the green valley of Manoa, Kimo came upon termites working in deconstruction. They could deconstruct an entire house on their lunch breaks alone. Now that was an asset to insect kind.
I'll give it a try.
Kimo said as he put on his hard hat. His first assignment was a nice little home in Nuanu Valley. It seemed simple enough. He got right to work. Chomp, chomp, chomp. He was a natural. No termite could have done a better job. Finally, he had found something he could do. Except he couldn't stand the taste of sawdust.
Yuck.
Not to mention, his stomach didn't take very well to it either.
No.
Kimo realized
This is not the job for me.
so he turned in his hard hat and went on his way. Kimo then wandered through the forest of tantalus and came upon a young hibiscus couple getting married. He soon noticed a most interesting sight, a beautiful Kamehameha butterfly throwing yellow balls at the bride and groom.
What are you doing?
He asked the butterfly. So what do you guys think the butterfly was actually doing? Do any of you know?
Flower girl.
Not exactly. Think about it in real life. Like, if there's actual flowers and the butterfly was throwing yellow balls, what do you think the yellow balls were?
Basketball.
Not basketballs, but many guys. It was pollen because he was trying to is trying to pollinate the flowers so they could reproduce. Because in case you guys didn't know, that's how flowers actually reproduce and make more plants.
Oh, so cool.
So, Mr. Butterfly, what were you actually doing?
I'm throwing pollen so the newlyweds will be blessed with many beautiful baby seedlings.
She explained.
It's so rewarding to help young couples start their new families. As a matter of fact, there's a Lehua wedding on the ohia tree in just a few minutes. You're more than welcome to help me.
Me? A flower boy? No way.
He wasn't into all that mushy stuff. He knew when it came to love and marriage, it was best to mind his own business. So off he went, looking for something else to do. For hours, Kimo roamed the kingdom, trying all sorts of jobs. But nothing worked. He didn't have the talent for the cricket symphony. He didn't make the grasshopper basketball team. Even Father Mantis took time out of his prayer to tell Kimo he wasn't right for the clergy. It was time Kimo faced it. He was hopeless. But he was not giving up. He was determined. He climbed to the top of the Poly Lookout, pleading to the only one who could answer his prayers.
Oh, great cockroach in the sky. There must be something I can do, some reason for my existence. If so, please, help me. Give me a sign.
Whoosh! Kimo was blown off the jagged cliffs. This wasn't the kind of sign he had expected at all. He was falling, fast. He feared the end was near. Any other roach would have been headed for that great big trash heap in the sky. Not Kimo. He was a special breed of cockroach, a Hawaiian cockroach, which made him bigger than any other cockroach in the world. His size saved his life. The strong winds caused gigantic wings. Instead of falling, he was flying. Imagine that, a cockroach soaring in the sky. Like a hang glider over the sands of Makapu Beach, he sailed smoothly above the valley. Never had he felt such excitement. This was the life he had dreamed about. He couldn't be happier. If only those humans would stop screaming when he flew by. What was the big deal anyway? He wasn't bothering anyone.
I guess they don't like flying roaches.
He thought. Aha! Suddenly, he had an idea. He made his way to the Hawaii State Library and checked out all the books on flying he could find. By studying the air maneuvers of World War II, Kimo mastered the art of dive bombing. He then formed the CACA, the Courageous Air Combat Alliance, where hundreds of thousands of cockroaches were trained in air attack combat. This new form of air warfare caused much fear and trouble to the sworn enemies of the insect kingdom, the humans. Now, no human was safe from the relentless dive bombing of the cockroaches. The roaches would plan a sneak attack from behind. They would dive bomb head on. They would even attack face to face with a deadly kind of bug spray. Their courage knew no bounds. At last, cockroaches had proven themselves worthy assets to insect kind. They had earned their place in the insect kingdom. The queen bee was so pleased, she gave them the noble title of B-52 cockroach, named after the famous giant U.S. bomber. She also honored Kimo as a decorated hero and military leader. From that day forward, cockroaches were respected throughout the kingdom. Kimo was an inspiration to insects everywhere. He proved how through faith and determination, a seemingly useless cockroach can crawl out of the garbage and soar into the sky. And that's how the B-52 cockroach learned to fly.
Yay!
So did you guys like the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find it interesting?
Yeah.
Who is your favorite character?
The flower girl.
Oh, thank you. Anybody else have a favorite character? I like the human.
What'd you like about your favorite character? That's good.
Did any of you happen to learn anything from the story?
Don't give up.
That's a great lesson. That was actually the point of the story, to teach people like you that no matter how many times you may fail at something, you can keep trying and eventually you'll succeed.
So remember guys, never give up.